Hello and welcome to another episode of Let's Get Creative. Now, it's been a while since I've done one of these. Christmas, in fact. As you can see, the Christmas tree behind me, that was the last thing we built. And we previously, before that, built this rainbow roller coaster up to the top. The giant enchanting table, enchanting stuff inside, and this tower base. So, what are we going to build today, you ask? Well, I thought about this. I thought about what could I build in this world next. And this is partially why it's been a little while since I've done one of these episodes, because there's no going to be doing this if I have no idea what to build. So I thought about this, and I thought, what do I like to build in Minecraft? What is something I really like to build? And what I like to build in Minecraft, I don't know if any of you guys are like this, but I love an automatic farm. Okay, automatic farms, I just find them quite satisfying. I just love it. So that's what we're going to build today. Now, there's loads of different types of automatic farms you can build. There's a lot of things that can be farmed, and I think most of them you can farm them automatically. Now, today we are going to start with an automatic sugarcane farm. Automatic farms produce huge amounts of produce, whether it's sugarcane, pumpkins, melons, beetroots, carrots, wheat, or maybe it's an iron farm or something like that. Now, some farms you might want a huge quantities of things, like you might want a huge quantity of iron. It might be a bit more useful. Sugarcane. Why would you want a huge quantity of sugarcane? Why would you want a huge quantity of potatoes? Well, I mean, it's not so essential, is it? Especially when I'm in creative, when I could just literally grab some sugarcane, stacks of it. But listen, this series is just all about fun, just building whatever I fancy, whatever I feel like, and maybe it'll give you guys some tips and tricks, you know. So what I need to do is empty this inventory first. This is all from when we built the tree. Like I said, I haven't been on this world since I built the tree, so this is all the tree stuff. So let's get rid of it. To build an automatic sugarcane farm, you need redstone, observers, hoppers, chests, pistons, dirt or sand to place your sugarcane on. I will go for dirt or grass, just because sand has gravity and I don't want it to be a problem. I don't want to run into those problems. Grass is good. You need a bucket of water, and you probably need a few, but in creative I'll need one. And the sugarcane. And that, unless I've forgotten anything. Oh, and you will need some just general blocks. So I will use just some oak wood planks. That'll do. But you could use whatever blocks you want. And you will see why later on. This automatic farm, in creative, obviously is easy enough. Now, you notice the observers. In survival, that'll take a little bit of getting, because you need quartz to craft them, and that means going to the nether. So, difficulty of this redstone build, I would say, is easy. It's so easy to build. It really is. It's, one of the easiest redstone builds ever, I think. However, in terms of difficulty, like expensiveness and like getting the items, most of it's okay. You do need iron for the pistons, the hoppers, and you need quartz, and that's sort of the hardest thing to get in this redstone build, because it means going to the nether. So we need to find a place to build this. Where is going to be a good place? Okay, so I quite like this area, I think. But I am going to need to just terraform just a little bit, so I will quickly do that. Oh, I tell you another thing that you might need is actually glass. Now, you don't have to do this. So the glass and the wood is more for decorating purposes, so you could decorate it how you want. The first thing we need to do is decide how big we want it. Now I'm gonna make it quite big. Okay, so how this is gonna look, you're gonna have your sugar cane, and need to place water. Okay, so let's put a bit of water there just to show you a very tiny version. So you have your sugar cane, and then you have a block, and then you have your piston, and then you have your observer, and it has to be looking the other way, like so, and then you put a block, whoops, there, and you put a bit of redstone on it, right? So now, if that builds high enough, the observer will detect it and push it. Now make sure you have to have your piston at least one block up, because if you have your piston down there, it will break that one and you'll just have to replant it. So again, so this is what we're going to do, but we're going to make it long. So since we're in creative, we can make this as long as we want. So I'm going to make it as long as I can, because why not? I'm going to go as far as there, because the thing with this is it doesn't matter how long the redstone is, because, whoops, the redstone will power, let's keep going. Okay, let's go to there. Yeah, the redstone will, the observer just powers the redstone, so it doesn't matter how long you do this. So although saying that, the water could be an issue. Nah, I've got a way to sort that, I think. I don't think I've actually made this long before. You could double the height as well if you wanted. Maybe we'll do that later. Yeah, I've never done it this long before, so I'm hoping this does work. Otherwise this is going to be really awkward. Just a ring of redstone there, all the way down. Not to miss any. There we go. So that is basically the farm, like the automatic aspect of it. So it's gonna break all of this grass. Right, so what I'm gonna do, I should maybe have made this one block higher, but I've done this now, I'm not about to break it all. So I'm gonna go ahead and break all of these blocks, okay? And then, okay, so now what we want, okay, so what I've done is basically I have built this a little bit too low. It needs to go a few blocks up so that you have room for, well, I suppose it depends on where you're building it. That might be the right level. For this piece of land I should have built it a little bit higher. But anyway, it will still work just the same. So that hopper goes into this chest. So I'm gonna do this for each of these areas. Like so. Whoop. Where the water meets, so, and here. Okay, so now we have our chests, which really I would have liked higher. I've done this a little bit the wrong height, but the build itself is the same. So now we can put the sugarcane in. And I'm going to build it too high, just so we should be able to see some action without having to wait for too long. Because the second that one of these grows 3 high, it will kick in. So now what I like to do is put glass around so we can see the farm, or at least the sugarcane part. There's definitely ways of streamlining this, making it the way that like you want it, but the redstone side of it is like the same. How you decorate it and integrate it into your builds is up to you. So we put glass all the way around. Wait, we don't need it there. I do like to cover it up because sometimes the sugarcane can get pushed in random places, so just make sure that it all stays in and can only get pushed into that water. I think I will cover the top with wood. I think the redstone is so simple. It is literally a block, piston, observer and a piece of redstone behind, and that's it. The rest is just decoration and preferences really, and this is just an example for this build. I'm no redstone expert, okay? I'm just here having fun building stuff in Minecraft. We can see this in action. You see, and the sugarcane is gone already. Goes into the water, into the hoppers and into the chests. And that is... ooh, that only did half of it. But I mean, that's fine, because... that's interesting. But it only... I suppose it makes sense, redstone can only go so far. But it doesn't matter, because it triggers all of the pistons, like, nearby. So if even one of them grows, it'll just trigger. So that's fine. And that is your automatic sugarcane farm. Completely automatic. You can leave that to go, and that will farm you tons of sugarcane, which is brilliant if you want to make books to enchant. Basically got a free paper farm. You would need a leather farm to go with it, but that's just a bunch of cows. That's no problem at all, is it? So yeah, that's that's the sugarcane farm. Now if you want to see me do more automatic farms, or if there's something else you want me to build, just pop it in the comments, let me know. And if your build gets chosen, I will give you a shout out, of course. But yeah, until then, I will see you next time. Goodbye.